Yeah, let's jump into this. First of all, how much have you unpacked to this? I know it just happened yesterday where they were told they were going to grant spring athletes another year of eligibility. How much have you gotten into it, and kind of what do you understand of it at this point?
Well, I mean, exactly what is out there. We had a good staff meeting this morning. Our athletic director he's really good at this, kind of stuff. All the administrative legislation. He's very smart on it, and we're all over it, And I think it's a great thing. I think that the NCAA, the Division I Council, absolutely did the right thing. Student athlete experience and student athletes are why we have a job. So I think we took a huge step forward in taking care of them.
When you first heard this, what was your initial reaction, and how happy were you for those seniors that only got to play 16 games this season?
Extremely happy for them. Season was cut short. We were 12-4. We were ranked 21 in the RPI. Had done some unbelievable stuff, as far as beating 6 teams with states across their chest, and then to have that thing just, poof, go away. It really had us experience a wide range of emotions. But yesterday, as we kind of got into this thing, I was putting the refresh button, just waiting for the news. And then it came through in a very favorable manner, in terms of exemptions for seniors, and then their scholarship, being exempted. Baseball's different, Jake, as you know, than any other sport in the NCAA, and the roster size limitations, the 11.7 scholarships, and then the Major League draft as well, all play into this roster and really how good your team's going to be, from year to year. So yesterday was a very favorable day for that.
Yeah, you mentioned how good of a start you guys got off to, 12-4, 8-0 at home, I believe. And now you're going to be able to bring guys that choose to come back and bring in another class of freshmen. Have you thought about the possibilities of how this will progress your team heading into next year already?
Absolutely. Tim Schlossnagle at TCU, I think, said it best last night. I mean, the more good players we get to stay in college baseball, and the more good players we get to come into college baseball, the better it is for everybody. And I really think you're going to see that, especially locally here with San Diego State and USD. We're going to be able to keep, obviously those seniors and some of the juniors, because of the Major League draft. So this is kind of a two-headed monster that is really going to propel college baseball, I think, to another level.
Do you see anything negative coming from this? Not to be like a Debbie Downer, but do you see financially for the schools maybe, or scholarship-wise, or having to pick and choose, any negatives coming out of this?
I don't like to use the word negative, I like to use the word challenge. And, it will be challenging. We're definitely going to have to tighten our belt. Colleges, businesses, everything, across the globe is affected by this. And we're no different. We're not going to escape it, as one of the premier universities in the world. So it is going to be challenging, to meet some of the budget demands. There's going to be sacrifices, that are going to have to be made. But we all are making sacrifices, in every walk of life. It's just not going to be the same. So I think financially, yeah, there will be a few challenges, but we're up to the task.
Have you spoke or talked with any of your seniors since the ruling, and just kind of gotten a gauge for their excitement too? Maybe a couple that are going to be returning?
Yeah, I think they kind of had a sense that this was going to happen. We kind of laid the groundwork. The NCAA Division I Council came out with a statement a couple of weeks ago that they were going to be in favor of this, and I think it was kind of expected. I had a couple conversations this morning with a couple of our draft eligible juniors who are in that range, that 3rd round to 10th round. So I think at USD we're built for this. It's all about controlling the controllables. Everything that you cannot control, we put in this box. We just put it to the side of the desk. So now we're controlling how good we are academically and how good we can be in remote learning, how good we can be in our training. And the things that are out of our control, like if they're going to be summer ball. Am I going to be drafted in the 7th round? What about the deferment, the bonus structure? Those things are totally out of their control. And I wanted them to, just understand that hey, they got another year back. I mean, that's another year of leverage. They're in a really good situation now. They can come back, get their college degree, go out and play professional baseball, have the 2021 draft kind of go back to normal, or they could get drafted in the top 5 rounds. Either way, they can't lose. So those conversations took place, this morning. I've had some text messages. I'm about ready to hop on a Zoom call, Zoom meeting with our pitchers here in about an hour. So there's a real feeling of excitement. Something's kind of brewing that could be real special at USD.
And I think you've kind of touched on it, but you guys are probably in a unique situation where I think a lot of the question when this came out for other sports was, what are we going to do with the seniors that graduated college but now could return if they felt like it? How are they going to hand it academically? That's kind of a situation for you guys all the time with people possibly entering the MLB draft, right? So are you guys kind of uniquely built, at least baseball, for this situation, having to decide if seniors come back and how to handle that?
Well, like I said, college baseball is different than any other sport in Division I. We as coaches have been dealing with this forever. It's a constant balancing act. And this really is no different. This is kind of that on steroids, pretty much. But it's all positive, when somebody can come back and finish their degree and have another year. The fact that now college baseball can be a little bit older, and that's only going to help this game, help the product. And I just view this, as a real positive step forward yesterday.
That's awesome. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I had that I wanted to ask you. Is there anything else that I maybe left out that you wanted to add onto this that you've unpacked so far?
No, you hit it all right there.
All right. Well, I think then that's all the questions I had for you. I really appreciate you taking the time. I've been asking people to leave me on a positive note. You're such a positive guy. Let's give me something positive to end this on.
That's something right behind me, man. Live aloha. We're in San Diego. Go for a walk. Just heed the advice, of all the experts. Make the best of this situation. Don't be a doomsdayer. Let's just stay positive and look at this thing as a challenge that we're all going to get through. San Diego is very resilient. We love the fitness lifestyle, and we can do exactly that. We can live aloha, everybody.
I love it. Thanks, Rich. Really appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing what you guys bring out next season.
Thank you. All right, Jake. See ya.
All right. Appreciate it.